Hi, this is Sarah Young. Welcome to this video on how to use the Google Keyword Planner. The Google Keyword Planner is a relatively new tool that has replaced the Google Keyword tool. It is very similar to it, and the main difference is that you need to be logged in to a Google AdWords account in order to use it. So in order to get started, you need to go to Google AdWords. Just go to www.google.com/AdWords and you will get to this screen. If you have an account, click on Sign In, and if you don't have an account, just click on Get Started Now. Once you've clicked on Get Started Now, you'll get to a screen asking you if you have a Google account or not. If you have a Google account, you click on the first option, and if you don't, you click on the second one. Here, you enter an email and pick a password and create an account. I'm going to click on I have an email address and password I use for Google. Now you can choose if you want to use your existing account or choose a new username and password. I decided to use an existing Google account for AdWords, and I'm going to enter my email and password. You just won't see it, and then click on Sign In. Once I'm signed in, it's time to choose a country, a time zone, and a currency. Even though you won't have to pay a thing, you do need to pick a currency in case you decide to get ads in the future. So I recommend you pick your own country, your own time zone, and the currency you would use if you were to pay for ads. I'm entering here United States and Eastern Time and US dollar, and you should enter whatever you think is best for you. When you're done, click on Continue. Now your AdWords account has been created. Note that I did not need to give my credit card or any other payment information, and I did not have to pay a thing. I just needed to enter a username and password and configure my country and preferred currency. Once you finish creating your account, you can sign into AdWords. What you need to do now is click on Tools and Analysis and pick Keyword Planner. Here in Keyword Planner, click on Search for Keywords and add group ideas. Enter the keywords you'd like to look at separated by commas. Here I'm entering magic trick, comma magic tricks. We're going to leave the rest of this as it is. The only two things I want you to look at are the location and the language. If your audience is in the United States, you want it to say United States. If they're English speaking, you want it to say English. Now let's say I want to change it. I click on the pen, and let's say I want to enter United Kingdom and target the United Kingdom. Here's how I do it. I just enter it here, and I can remove the United States. And if I want to target the entire world, I can click on Remove All. All the countries will be removed, and you can see now that it says all locations. I'm targeting the entire world who speaks English. Once you've got your location and language picked, click on the button to continue. Make sure you click on Keyword Ideas, and now you see that on top we have the exact search terms that we looked for, and below that all kinds of keyword suggestions. Let's take a closer look. Here is the average monthly searches for this keyword. This is the number of people who search for the exact term magic trick every month on average in the past year. So every month about 6,600 people search for magic trick. And if you're familiar with the old keyword tool, this is equivalent to exact match. Next to the average monthly searches, you'll see an image of a graph. If you hover over this image, you will get a graph that shows you how many searches were made every month for the past 12 months. you can see it's been pretty consistent over the past 12 months, and every month it's pretty close to 6,600. In a minute, I'll show you a keyword that is very different and that only gets searches in a certain part of the year and not during the entire year. So this is good information to know, so you'll know what traffic to expect. The rest of the information, the competition, the cost per click, and the ad impressions are not really important for someone doing SEO. The only thing you might want to look at is the average cost per click. The average cost per click is the amount people are willing to pay for their ads to get clicked on for this particular keyword. So in this case, for Magic Trick, people are willing to pay 27 cents per click for this keyword. Now, the more people are willing to pay, the more profitable you know that keyword is, because the more money people make from that keyword, the more they will be willing to pay. So in a minute, I'll show you a keyword that is more profitable than Magic Trick, and you'll see that people are willing to pay more every time their ad is clicked, if it shows up for that keyword. Now, let's try Mother's Day gifts. All I have to do is enter Mother's Day gifts in the box above, and I get the information for this keyword. Now you can see right away that the average cost per click is $1.11. People are willing to pay $1.11 for their ad to show, so it's more profitable than Magic Trick. And if you look at the graph, you see that the number of searches is very high in May, but the rest of the year the number of searches is very low. So if you rank for that keyword, you can expect a lot of traffic in May, but the rest of the year you really won't get that much traffic. Now if you want, you can go to the left and make any changes that you'd like. You can change the location, you can change the language, and one interesting place to look is the include exclude. Click on it, and if you'd like to exclude anything from your suggested keyword, enter it. So for example, if I want to exclude cheap, you'll see that anything with the word cheap gets removed from this list. If I want to include only keywords with the word best in them, I can enter best in the include keywords, and now you'll see that all my keywords disappeared and only my main keyword, Mother's Day gifts, shows up, and all the rest of the keywords include the word best. So that's an easy way to go through keywords by using the include and exclude features. Now I can click on it and remove the include and exclude and get my original list back. Here it is. And that's it. That's all you need to know about the Google Keyword Planner. Very similar to the old Google Keyword Tool. Very easy to use actually. Just try it once or twice and you'll see that you'll get used to it and it'll be a piece of cake. This has been Sarah Young.